What's going on, guys? Today I need to share this thought with you. I was looking in my analytics and I noticed that I'm getting a lot of people who are subscribed to stock investing channels. Let me go ahead and say, if that's what you want to do, if you want to buy stocks, you want to buy equities, then personal capital isn't for you, and I'm going to explain why. Number one, personal capital is about taking your life and putting it in the palm of your hands and having control. When you invest your stocks, you have no control. You just put your money in the market, and what happens to your money is what happens to your money unless you're doing options trading. But what we do here at Personal Capital is seize control of our life. This is why I will show you that investing will not make you rich anytime soon. And this can include up to 40 years of investing. There's a YouTuber that I plan on doing a video about who actually was talking about you can invest $34 a week and over 40 years that will make you a millionaire. His math is completely and 100% off. It is completely off. It is not true. And I will do a video in the future. You want to start a business, you want to set up a holding company, an operating company, you want to get yourself some business credit, you want to learn how to run a business, you want to start your first online business. If you want to do that, and congratulations to you for being a person that wants more out of life, for being that person that's ready to sit down, do the work so your future can be brighter. I got something for you. Go below and enter into the Corporate Citizen Playbook, where we teach you all of that plus a lot more. Because you are not a normal, regular person. You want more out of life. You want to do more, you want to be more, you want to have more. And congratulations to you. So this link is below. Go ahead and check out this video, and then go ahead and enroll in the Corporate Citizen Playbook, where I teach you some things that you cannot Google. Can't Google it. Can't Google it at all. To show you that his math was off, you could invest $34 a week for 40 years and that still will not make you a millionaire. And once again, I believe there's something that I like to call the stock marketing school, which is, well, the stock market marketing department. Here's the thing. If you can get millions of people to invest their pennies, this can go ahead and lead you as a stock investment brokerage company to make millions and millions of dollars. And this is one of the things that consistently happens with the stock market marketing the program, that you have all these people out here who are trying to convince you, who are trying to urge you to invest your money into stocks, into equities. And here's the truth. The average American, and this is 85% of Americans, do not have enough money to make wealth through investing in the stock market. 85% of America makes less than $35,000 per year, single person income. And this was one of the things that will keep you in the position of being poor. This will keep you in the position of not having money. This will keep you in the position, because there's this myth that if you go ahead and you continue to invest and you continue to build and you continue to do these things, that you can turn a very small income into massive wealth. And some of it is outright lies. There's this position that you can go ahead and continue to invest, get to $1 million. And here's where the lies come in. A lot of the lies are saying that you could do this really quick. There's a number of personalities on YouTube who've talked about they started investing 10 years ago and they're a millionaire. Let me go ahead and tell you, the fact that they leave out really important details, such as how much money they were making, how much money they were investing. And I was listening to another personality, and I'm not going to mention any names, And he talked about in 10 years he became a millionaire. And in his speech, he said he had a job at Apple. So when you don't have income and you don't have what they invested in, they leave out these important details. But the fact that this person worked at Apple leads me to believe this person had a very high income. Now, if you want to become rich through investing in the stock market, you're going to need an income that allows you to invest $27,000 to $35,000 per year for 20 years. Let me say that again. You're going to need an income that will allow you to invest $27,000 to $35,000 per year for about 20 years to have $1 million in the stock market. Now, let's go ahead and do some really simple math. So let's go ahead and let's take 27,000. Let's take 27,000 times 20. So that's $540,000 principal contribution that you need to have it a shot at becoming a millionaire in the stock market. You're going to have to save $540,000 over 20 years. And let me go ahead and get into my investment calculator. And let's see. Let's go ahead and go 27,000. 27,000 divided by 12. So that's $2,250 per month. So let's go to the investment calculator. So we start off with 22,500 and we're going to go 20 years and then we're going to go 10%. The investment calculator actually has 6%, but we're going to bring it up to 10%. And then we're going to put in 2250, and we're going to calculate that. And over 20 years, that $540,000 initial contribution gives you 1.6 million over 20 years. But let's do something a little different. Let's go ahead and do this over 15 years. 15 years. 15 years gives you $905,000. And your total investment contributions was $405,000. Now, here's something, and I have something I want you to do. I want you to go to the Google machine and go in and put the average brokerage account size of 62-year-olds. And this was what's going to come up. You're going to see a range of ages, and you're going to see 67 to 72 have a brokerage account size of $450,000. And these are people who have been in the markets for decades. Here's the thing. Once again, you must have the capital, $27,000 or $2,250 per month to passively invest to have a shot at becoming a millionaire in the next, let's go ahead and say 16 years. Now, here's something that I know, and I've done this research myself. The average American, 85% of Americans make less than $35,000 a year. Now, let's go ahead. What is $35,000 a year? Let's go ahead and go 35,000 divided by 12. That's 2,916. And we could just go ahead and minus 600 for taxes. So that's $2,316 per year. $2,316 per month. So the average person's take-home income isn't even close to what you need to go ahead to set up to go ahead and do the things that you need to do to become a millionaire through investing. It's just not possible. It's just simply not possible. And this is what, and let me go ahead and say this. If you notice that all of these stock YouTube channels suggest that you sign up for Webull or some other brokerage app, they get remuneration for that. See, their goal is, and this is one of the things, this is the stock market marketing department, to go ahead and to get you into the stock market to invest whatever you can. Because literally, if you have a base of thousands of people who are not making real money investing in the stock market as a whole makes millions, in many cases billions of dollars, because they have the herd suggested that if you invest, you can get rich. And like, once again, I'm starting to see a lot of people who have this stock market mentality, and I'm just here to say that the personal capital is for people who want to take control of the situation, who want to go ahead and create a situation where they are in control of their lives, in control of their money, in control of their situation, where they can go ahead and do the things that they need to do to be successful, do the things that they need to do to be whole, do the things that they need to do where they can go ahead and literally create personal success, because these folks have decided, I'm going to start a business, I'm going to serve customers, I'm going to go through that whole process. And if you're someone who feels that you could just put some money in the stock market, and there's someone, and once again, I'm not mentioning names, who does options trading, and I have literally heard him say, I don't have the money to make the kind of trades that I want to make. So it consistently comes back to you having the amount of money that you need to put into the stock market so you can win, and you can create these large trades where you can do these things where you can actually go ahead and do the things that you need to do to make money. This is one of the things that is not talked about. And once again, if you have the money, if you are someone who makes 150 or 200,000, and you could put that 27, 35, 40, $50,000 a year away, that's a totally different story. But if you're the average low income earning American, you could literally invest in the stock market for 40 years uninterrupted, and you still will not be a millionaire. Now, you will have more money than you normally would have once you go ahead and do these things. You would have a lot more money, because one of the things that you have to understand is, and I'm not saying you shouldn't invest. This isn't the point of this video. The point of this video is you're not going to get rich trying to invest in the stock market if you're a person with average income. It's not going to happen. And I'm starting to see a lot of people come to this channel and like, look, let's just be straight up. You don't want to start a business? That's cool. That's fine. You don't want to take control of your life? That's your business. But personal capital is for people who want to take control of their personal lives, take control of their situation, and essentially do the things that they need to do where they can go ahead and create wealth by serving their fellow man. Once again, I'll be talking about this because I'm seeing a lot of people, because once again, if you have the income, 150, 200,000, where you could put 35, 40, $50,000 in the stock market, we're talking about a totally different story. But how many people earn that kind of money? Less than 10% of America earns that kind of money. So we know from pure statistics that the average American doesn't make enough money to become wealthy. And go to the Google machine, and then you can see the people who've been in the stock market for decades who are not rich. Now, what's rich? 450,000. I will say it's better to have $450,000 somewhere than to not have it. But for the people, I got $350,000 in my cars in the garage. $350,000. Add my watch, that's 400,000. So just between my cars, 2 cars and 1 watch, I am where the average person is after investing in the stock market for decades. I'm in that situation. So one of the things that you really have to understand, and I'm talking to the people who are coming here, like, look, if you want to invest in stocks, knock yourself out. But once again, this is something that you're not going to be getting here. I'm not going to be talking about investing stocks unless you have the proper level of income. And if you're an average American making $35,000 a year, I'm here to tell you, you're never going to get rich investing in the stock market because you don't make enough money. I know this seems a little harsh and, but once again, this is a new YouTube channel. It's going to be 2 months old next month. And I want to get the right people watching the videos, because if you're looking for a stock market or a stock investment in stocks and stuff, that's something you're not going to get here. And there's no point in you subscribing. There's no point in you coming to the channel. But if you want to start a business, if you want to build, if you want to create, this is the right place for you. But investing, and I'll tell you, I got a lot of people who were talking about on one of my older channels, talking about, I do it all. I have a business, I invest, and blah, blah, blah. And once we started getting down to personal numbers, I would always ask these questions like, how much money does your business make? And how much money do you make investing? And they never wanted to talk about the personal numbers, because the personal numbers, quite frankly, weren't that impressive. They didn't want to talk about it because they knew they weren't really doing much. So once again, if you want to start a business, learn how to start a business, do that. This is the channel for you. This is personal capital. This is for the people who want to grow. This is for the people who want to build. Now, once again, understand taking charge of your life, being the king of your life, being the man that lives life on your terms is a totally different background from someone who is just out here, who's living life, who's just doing the things that they want to do, and they're not understanding the things that they need to do to be personally, dominantly, financially successful. They have no ideal, they have no concept. And this is one of the reasons I'm putting this video up here, because they have so many people, and I'm going to say it. I think a lot of these folks who want to throw money into the market and just sit back, they're just lazy. They're just 100% lazy. Because I have, through personal experience, have made more money in 3 years than you will make in the next 40 years of investing. 40 years of putting money in the market, not being able to touch the money, not being able to use the money, not being able to have access to the money. This is one of the things that I talk about. So if you are a take charge kind of person, a person who literally wants to do the things that they need to do to be financially successful, start a business, serve people, personal capital is for you. And this is one of the things that I've got going on. I have the Corporate Citizen Playbook, where we teach you how to set up a business. We teach you the corporate foundational stuff. We teach you about business banking. We teach you about massive business credit. And more importantly, we teach you how to start a company and how to make money from the company that you start. This is the things that we teach you. These are the things that we give you. So if you feel, once again, you need to be qualified. You need to have about $10,000 to $30,000. Go below, take the information and get into the personal capital portal and set yourself up for a phone call. That's all I got for you guys. We'll talk to you in the next one.